also will be coming.
What about Madam Shanti Simon?
Yeah, I told her. Yeah, I've sent invitation to everyone.
Anyway, she'll join. Wait, let us wait.
Yeah, we'll wait for some time. Welcome, Ravi Prakash sir. Welcome, Ederson sir.
Sir, good morning,
Good
sir.
morning to all. Good morning, Anil.
Sir, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nagarajan sir. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir. Sir, Principal, sir, good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning, Nagarajan. Selvaraj, the slide, the Gandhi poster, photograph. Hello?
Yes, sir.
How old he was at that time? Maybe before going to South Africa? Or?
Yeah, when he was going to South Africa.
Okay. Oh, just before that.
Yes.
Okay. We got all the slides.
Yes, sir.
Chronologically. Okay.
This is his childhood.
This is very well-known photograph to every one of us, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, madam. Madam, you are joining, madam? 11. Principal is there. So he's
Possibly the first Congress meet, I think. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So here you can see Jawaharlal Nehru.
Yeah.
I have actually photo because today is Kamaraj's.
Go back to that photograph, Kamraj photograph.
Yes, sir.
Who is sitting to his right? Right of Kamraj.
Right of, I don't know exactly. No, sir, I don't know, sir. He looks like Ambedkar.
Maybe you're right. But
he only presents with the coat and all that.
Okay. To the right of Indira Gandhi, I think it's C. Subramanian, no? Is it C? C. Subramanian,
I think so, yes, sir. Yes,
It's a great photograph.
This is Dandi Yatra.
Yeah, the last, the protest, the very last protest, no? Tagore.
This you can guess, sir?
Yeah, Bose, no?
Yeah, Netaji.
Netaji, Subhash Chandra Bose. So usually now Bose we recognize him with his cap. Now yes. The other one without cap.
Yes, sir. I think we have enough good number of people.
Yeah, I think you guys have gone to 20 plus 21.
25 plus.
25 plus. Okay. But here my system reads 20, up. Maybe you're right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We can proceed.
Yes, sir.
Madam, வந்துட்டாங்களா?
Madam, I think.
She may join. We'll proceed.
Welcome, Sandhana Lakshmi, madam. I'm able to see. Yeah, I called her. She said she will join.
Okay. Maybe just few more minutes.
Yes, sir. Sir, Santi madam is available. She has already joined.
Okay. We'll proceed.
She's
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir. I'll switch over to my ID.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm here.
No issue.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I extend a warm welcome to all to this virtual meet to commemorate the 151st birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, so popularly called Father of our nation. Every nation identifies the father of that particular nation. So we are proud to have Mahatma Gandhi ji. So almost all of us, though we call him as a father of nation, he is very old, and we will not have seen in our contemporary life. We only read through the books and classroom teachings and all that, and watched movies and read his books and all that. So basically, he's a grandfather, I would say. He is a grandfather, right? But for the nation is considered, there's so many people who have contributed, sacrificed to get this freedom that we are enjoying today from the British. The British were ruling for more than 100 years, as you might be aware. So several people have fought. Several people have fought against the British to get freedom and all that. And the Gandhiji's entry into this freedom fighting has made a remarkable change. His way of fighting against this foreigners who were ruling us was completely different. Even today, even today, the entire world is praising. That is why you can see his statue in countries like USA, British, UK, the rulers, right? So they're also they are praising Gandhiji. So we really have we should really feel proud about the father of our nation. So the government of India is giving holiday to commemorate his memories, on this October 2nd of every year, which is his birthday. This is his birthday. So this is basically an informal function. Whenever I go to the classes every year, I used to see that just before a day of this Gandhi Jayanti, because the Gandhi Jayanti is a holiday, we will not meet at the college. So I see to that whatever the classes I'm taking, BTech or MTech or MCA, I spend 1 hour of time. What I am showing with the slides and all that now. So like that, I'll be just discussing several good things about Gandhiji. I really enjoy, transforming whatever that I have known about Gandhiji to my students. And I also make the students also to share their thoughts. So it was completely unprepared. The students were not given even to prepare and all that. But I used to call the students one by one. They used to stand, then they used to share their thoughts and all that. So it was really a very compared to all other my regular classroom teachings. I used to remember this kind of. Unfortunately, we are in this pandemic situation where for the past nearly about 9 months, we are not able to meet in the classroom. So I thought suddenly, just day before yesterday, I thought, why not we arrange for this particular thing? But the college could have officially done this particular thing, but I did not have time to do all these kind of things. And immediately floated this idea to the students group. Not only to my classroom students. I was floated to all the BTech students and the PG students also. But I did not include scholars because scholars may be very busy with other kind of. I just wanted to have only the BTech students. I have sent the mail to about 1,500 students with a form asking them to know whether they want to participate in this as a listener or participate in this as a speaker. I also wanted somebody to come forward to speak. I was really greedy. This 1,500, at least I expected 10%, 150 people would be responding to that. But with that hope only, I disclosed that to principal also yesterday when I met him in his office. And I asked him, sir, whether you will spare your time to come and address this particular gathering. He readily said, yes, I'll come. And today morning, when I seen the registrations, it was close to 30 only. I got disappointed. I don't know whether it will make the principal feel bad about it, inviting him to address a very small gathering or something. So with a lot of hesitations, I called principal in the morning. He readily agreed, Selvaraj, I will come and join even if there are only 2 or 3 people, but who are really willing to listen to my talk. We are really willing to share the Gandhian thoughts. So thank you very much, sir, for accepting my thing, my this informal meet that we are actually doing it here. And yesterday night only, I have invited my fellow colleagues also in the faculty group. I have sent an invitation to all the people. Thank you all, my respected faculty members who have come forward to join this particular thing. So this is basically a very informal thing. So the purpose is only to share whatever that we came across in our life, whatever that we know about Gandhiji and all that. So I thank the students, the following students who have accepted my invitation to also speak on Gandhiji. There's a student called Manish Kumar from 3rd year CSE. There is a student named Swaminathan, 4th year EEE, and Srimati from 3rd year ECE, Vishwa from Vishwalaya Santosh from 3rd year ECE, and Nivedita from 2nd year IT, and Mushan Ibn Umar from 4th year E&I. So almost we have representatives from all the departments. Sir. Thank you, students. So now let us have this informal, discussion about our Gandhiji. So I request our beloved principal, respectable principal, to give the felicitation address, and then we will all join. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Selvaraj, coordinator of this webinar on Gandhi and principles or thoughts. Professor Nagarajan, Professor Shanti Simon, Professor Ariel, Dr. Santana Lakshmi, and my dear colleagues and student friends. Very good morning to all of you. and I wish all of you a very happy Gandhi Jayanti. At the outset, I should thank Professor Selvaraj. Rather, he profusely tried to thank me for having accepted to participate in this event. Rather, I must thank him for having taken the steps, initiated a good venture today on a very important day, that is we celebrate the father of our nation on every October 2nd. And at this juncture, I just recollect that when the former principal, Professor Ethirajulu, was in his service, he used to organize the campus cleaning campaign on every October 2nd. So that way we were giving respects to our father of our nation. And otherwise, in the normal days, on every October 2nd, we used to just enjoy a holiday rather than trying to remember a great soul who sacrificed his life for our welfare to liberate our country from the clutches of the British Empire. And in fact, here, when we are trying to celebrate or recollect such great persons, there are two good reasons fundamentally. Number one, so this is our culture that we recognize, rather with a great feeling of gratitude, we try to appreciate and worship their contribution for our well-being, welfare today. They have immensely contributed, and it is our basic responsibility and duty. Secondly, we also try to imbibe the good ideas and thoughts, what they left behind, and that possibly help us in a great way to move forward in your life. And of course, today we talk about the technological growth and so on and so forth. And we have made our immense growth and development in the technological frontiers. However, to what extent we have enhanced the life of human style or the human value, to what extent we could enhance the human values. So if you try to measure to the extent with which we have enhanced the human value over this period of time, and I doubt that we have not really achieved to the expected level, or rather what we are supposed to exhibit today. So that's a fact. That's a fact. And more importantly, with regard to on this day, what I would like to share about Gandhi is that we call Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi as a Mahatma Gandhi, and why he has been called Mahatma, and what really made him to follow the paths of the non-violence and non-cooperation. So in fact, I just want to share my personal view about this aspect. And in fact, during the early 1980s, the movie Gandhi was released. Sir Richard Attenborough, he produced the movie, directed. And I do not know how many of the present day generation have witnessed the movie. I'm not very sure. But I would like to, some of the glimpses of what I have read in the literature, some of the glimpses of that movie. That one aspect I would like to share with you. With that, I will close my introductory speech. So when on 7th June 1893, when Gandhi was going to Pretoria to attend a case, en route he was intercepted by the ticket checker, and then as he was being an Indian or a black traveling in a first class compartment, thrown out of the train. That we know everyone. So that incident triggered in his mind to revolt against the government, and then he started agitation in his own way. So that moment, what I thought was, suppose if had we encountered such a similar experience, how we could have reacted to that situation. There are a number of options available. But the first and the usual option is try to forget, just ignore, and get along with your life as it goes. That is one way. The second way is trying to revolt or trying to, to to establish the rights of the individual, we go to the litigation or court. That again, the British Empire is ruling, and even the native people are almost every one of the natives were slaves. So under that situation, going to the court, trying to get the justice may not be possible, or may be time consuming, may involve a lot of huge sum of money also. And the third option is there is fight against them. So fighting with the violence or non-violence. Rather, he made up his mind that he has to fight against, establish the human values, or human rights have to be properly established. And wholeheartedly, very honestly, he must have felt that it is not that I should try to show some protest, rather I should try to achieve that, ensure that the human rights are properly established in this land. And more importantly, that he is not trying to establish the human rights in his own soil, whereas in a foreign soil he was trying to establish. That is very important, very rather we should try to appreciate, okay, the courage, the guts what he was having, and possibly the great faith and value he had in the human relationship he wanted to establish. And then I used to call Mahatma Gandhi as the most pragmatic person. So when there are number of options available to fight against the government, so he selected the most probable one, which will try to ensure or register his protest. His protest will be brought to the knowledge of everyone. The British Empire may try to find a solution or try to find redressal for this kind of state existing in that country. And that's why, and as otherwise, all other options are completely closed. He can neither go to the court, nor he can go for kind of non-violent activities. Naturally, the Indian population was very minimum in South Africa at that point of time, and as I said, even the natives were slaves. So trying to revolt in other manner will result in simply a colossal death of Gandhi. So then, as he was determined that we should ensure, and then he pragmatically, very practically thought and found a way. And incidentally, that was the non-violence. That's what I believe. Rather, he didn't have any great faith or non-violence. Rather, he had a faith that this is the only way by which we can reach the destiny. This is the only way we can reach the destiny. And in the first meeting of he used to have the miners of the South Africa. In the movie, there is a statement he will say that I want to highlight here. I just want to bring it to the knowledge of all the students, as well as I want to share my colleagues that that the General Smuts, he introduces some new laws in the South Africa that provokes the Indians and on every citizen of South African as well as Indians. And at that point of time, the audience in a meeting, the audience were shouting and will be talking so vehemently about the General Smuts and the British government. So at that time, Gandhi used to say, I appreciate this angry. I want the spirit, but I want you to fight against the anger, and I don't want you to provoke their anger. So here, these two statements appear to be contradictory. I want you to fight, but without provoking them. So we should not leave the fight, but don't provoke. So this I have followed in my life in many times, many occasions. I have followed this idea. So that's why I wanted to share with the student that. And this gives a way out in many situations. Every time we cannot go for physical fight with anyone. Okay. So non-violence, it's not a principle. It is a way of life. So that is how we should take it, and we may try to have a very peaceful and lead the life so that the human value can enhance. So that is the fundamental reason why. So here the non-violence is fundamentally trying to enhance the human value. Okay, and in fact, if you look at the life of Hitler and the activities of the the British government, I do not find much difference. Only thing, the number is different. So Hitler massacred millions of Jews, and out of the British government, we lost number of Indians, even in South Africa, many people lost their lives. But really, we do not know the statistics. But the number is immaterial. But what was the end result, and to what extent the natives lost their life to keep the pride of their nation up, you know. So that is more important. So with these few words, I once again thank the organizer, Dr. Silvaraj, for having taken this wonderful venture today. And I also thank all the student participants who have enthusiastically came forward to discuss about the Gandhian principle. I am also very eager to listen to every speaker. Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful introduction speech. That should have really motivated the participants here to come forward to speak, I think. So like you said, every one of us in our life might have been inspired by several aspects, several dimensions of Gandhiji's. Ahimsa, be it ahimsa, being truth, being honest, and so on. So thank you again, sir. Thank you for joining and sharing your thoughts. And thank you for your willingness to listen to others also. That is a great thing on this occasion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, and now I'm even more happy today because now we have more than 50 people in this.
That's great movement.
Yes, sir. So now I open the floor for all my
the students
members and students as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we will start with one of the student, and afterwards, maybe who are interested in the faculty side.
Yeah, faculty also. Yes.
Srimati, are you ready?
For which they need not register.
Yes.
Whosoever is willing, they can participate.
Yes.
Raise their hand and keep talking.
Srimati, you are ready? Can you share your thoughts? Srimati, can you just turn
yes,
on?
sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you turn on your camera as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sure.
So Srimati is a class topper always. I have handled her subject computer programming in her first year. Now she is doing.
Okay.
So incidentally, I am the teacher for her microprocessors also. She is very obedient and honest, respectful student. She used to give so much respect to all the teachers.
Very nice to see you, Srimati.
So God bless Srimati for accepting this particular thing and willing to share your thoughts also. So this kind of attitude is what is expected from all the students also. People should be away from the shy. You should come forward to speak. After all, you are speaking among your own classmates and to the faculty members and your teachers. Thank you, Srimati. Yes, we are eager to listen to your talk.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Very good morning to all the faculty members and good morning to our principal sir. First of all, I thank everyone who gave me this wonderful opportunity to speak before you all. Hope I am audible and visible, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
clear.
Yes. Okay. I'll start my speech about Gandhiji. I'll start with a quote of him. Man is nothing but the product of his own thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. This is what is given by Gandhiji. So this is a very absolute quote because whatever we think, we'll become. He insists us to think about the good things and to achieve them. So we all know that Gandhiji was a great king and Gandhi and Kotli Gandhi. I will try to share some of the memorable incidents to the and fight. Now, first, I'd like to share his love for walks. We all would be very familiar to see the statue of Gandhi with walking with a stick for his support. What does it imply is that it is attributed to his fondness of walking. He loved to walk to longer distances even from his high school days. When he was studying in London, he used to walk for 8 to 10 miles a day to save money. And according to him, you should know this, walking is the principle of exercise. So he said walking is the principle of exercise, and it is the walking that made him keep away from all the illness and diseases. So that statue of Gandhi with a walking stick is the fondness of his love towards walking. Now, we all know that Gandhiji, most of his lifetime, he was wearing a single dhoti. What is the reason behind this? If we see that, once before long time, Gandhiji was known to be well dressed actually. But in 1921, when he visited Madurai, he saw the people were extremely struck by poverty. And due to poverty, many people were wearing only a single dhoti. Seeing this, he was very upset to see the common man suffering from poverty. From then, he started to wear only a single dhoti, and throughout his life, it became his permanent outfit. This is why he went for a single dhoti. This is the story behind it. And what is his crusade? He is a crusader against untouchability, to see the lower caste people to be treated inhumanly by others. When Sabarmati Ashram was started, one low caste family, the untouchable family, came to live there. But the people around the ashram were not so happy, and they thought that they would be polluted if they live with this untouchable family. Gandhiji was so upset by seeing the attitude of people, thinking that they would be get polluted if they live with the untouchable family. To his course, he says that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. So, according to this quote, he wanted to support this untouchable family. So, what he had done is he himself lived in a slum of Ahmedabad with his wife. Initially, his wife was not happy to live with untouchables. Gandhiji told her that either you should live in this slum or you must go away. This is what stated by Gandhiji. Later, she had made up her mind to live with the untouchables, and this is the way how he convinced other people to treat untouchables also as human. According to him, all are the children of God. So he called the untouchable as Harijans, which means the children of God. And untouchables were not also given opportunities to learn. So he also took necessary steps to provide education for untouchables so that they can learn and they can live with a dignity in their society. And what is his role towards the empowerment of women? He quoted many things about women. I'll share a few here. Women is a good companion of men, gifted with equal talents as that of men. There is no occasion for women to think her weak or inferior than man. If non-violence is the law of our being, then future is with women. According to him, women are the personification of sacrifice and non-violence. So he told that women may be weak in striking, but she is strong in suffering. In the early stages, women were not even allowed to be born. If they were born, their survival in this world is not guaranteed. Even if survival is guaranteed, they will be neglected. So Gandhiji did not like this kind of approach, and he also wanted women to do their activities, and mainly he did not wanted women to spend most of their time in the domestic works. He also wanted women to come out of their domestic life and to spend some time in their intellectual work. Mainly, he added that men should help women in their household activities. They must not say that only women should do all the household activities. A very important or a main incident in Gandhiji's life is that one day he ate mutton, that meat of a goat. On that night, he got a dream. In that dream, he saw the goat which he ate was crying, "Oh, you ate me, and you made my life came to an end." And it was crying like anything. So he was very upset on getting this dream. So after that, he decided that he should not take non-veg. So this is a very memorable incident in his life. And he is fond of reading. He started many newspapers like Young India, a weekly paper, and he also published Harijan, a weekly newspaper. He published them in 3 languages: Harijan Bandhu in Gujarati and Harijan Sevak in Hindi. And he was nominated 5 times for Nobel Peace Prize. And when he met Rabindranath Tagore once in 1918, he greeted him that like Namaste Gurudev. And Rabindranath Tagore replied him that if I'm Gurudev, then you are Mahatma. Then this is the reason. After that, he was Mahatma Gandhi was called as Mahatma. Finally, I'll end up with his quote: "You must be the change you wish to see in this world." So whatever we wish to see in this world, whatever the change we are willing to see in this world, we should start from within. We should start from ourselves and we should initiate. So we should follow his good principles to make our life happy, and we should also help others to come out of their difficulties. Once again, I thank you for the very good opportunity given for me. My special thanks to Dr. Selvaraj sir for circulating this information to the students. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you, Srimati, fantastically. In about 5 to 10 minutes, you have completely given different, almost all the dimensions of Gandhiji. So, so that means you have been, mentored like that. So your school deserves a lot. Your teachers deserves a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Where did you study? Which school you study?
Seventh-day Adventist School, sir.
Okay, very good. So the appreciation.
Selvaraj, the speakers, they can introduce themselves, give brief introduction, then talk. Like what you asked. Okay. And then the Hemakumar Express, and then at the end of after completing the students, the interested faculty members can do, and particularly Dr. Nagarajan may conclude the session.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So as
I think Dr. Nagarajan won't feel offended by this assignment.
இல்ல சார், நான் கடைசியாவே சொல்றேன் சார், நான் கேட்க தான் வந்திருக்கேன் சார்.
Okay.
So fine. So yes, Srimati has given very interesting points about it, and almost all of us might have
very wonderful.
Studied in the schools and all that. At my younger age also, like as Srimati said about this taking non-vegetarian. Gandhiji has took this mutton, and then night he was having a dream of like that and all. I also got, and then sometimes it triggered at that particular age. We used to say Pasumarathani bola solvanga, sir. It's like that. So at that age, even very small things goes into mind and heart as well. So it immediately made me to think, you should also follow that particular thing. We should not eat non-vegetarian and all that. But now I am at the age of 51 plus, and I am not able to succeed in that particular principles, right? So every day, I'm also a complete total non-vegetarian in that particular aspect. So there are several good things that one can follow, but again, the Gandhiji says that it is completely freedom. Freedom is within you. Like you can always choose your lifestyle. Thank you, Srimati. Now I may now call another student, Manish Kumar. Manish Kumar, you are ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready, sir.
Yeah. So you just introduce yourself. Right?
Good morning, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
And switch on your camera. Camera is.
Good morning to all the staff members. Yes, sir. Yeah. Good morning to all the staff members, principals, and on my other bench. I am Manish Kumar. I am from Jammu and Kashmir and studying in 3rd year CSC. Yes, sir. I want to start my thoughts with the current scenario of COVID. That Gandhiji once said, future depends on what you do today. And these times, everyone should know their goals and their duties. As like we have seen that down and going to everywhere, this is increasing the cases also. So we have to follow the principles there also. So now I will start with the main roles of Gandhiji. Gandhiji has 5 pillars. The 5 pillars of truth, non-violence, satyagraha, sarvodaya, and swaraj. These are the 5 pillars of Gandhi's thoughts. These all thoughts relies for a self-reliant India, which is also given by our humble Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. The idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which our Gandhi, which our father of nation gave to us well before our Prime Minister gave now. The idea was that we have to focus more on our farmers. Gandhiji always said that farmers are the resource of our country, and they always focused on our farmers because farmers are the wealth. They grow the fields and they earn through them. Our before that our country was an agricultural country, and now also our country is an importing country, not an exporting country. So that the idea Mahatma Gandhi gave that time that we should become a self-reliant. We should depend on our resources rather than from the other resources. So he gave Khadi. Khadi was a significant tool that time to represent the Swadeshi movement that time. Moreover, the Gandhiji, they are follower of Bhagavad Gita. They are also follower of Christianity, Jainism, Buddhism. They have read all the religious books, and they are everyone. They are all they are means they are always means they always believe in that Indian culture. They were rooted in ancient Indian culture. Today, sir, today is 2nd October. It is a very auspicious day for us as well as for our country and many other countries. Many leaders like Martin Luther King from Aung San Suu Kyi in Myanmar to Nelson Mandela, they are all followers of Mahatma Gandhi's ideas, through which our country is proud of. Today is also the day of birth anniversary of our Gandhiji, who gave us the idea Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. This was also main focused on the idea of Mahatma Gandhi's more things to the farmers. So Mahatma Gandhi was a self-grounded person. So he has also wrote a book, The Story of My Experiments with Truth. In that book, they have told what they have experienced in their life, and they have wrote everything what they have done from the starting. So regarding to the vegetarian thing, sir, Mahatma Gandhi has started a vegetarian community while they were studying in London. In the London, which is the non-vegetarian country, they started a vegetarian colony, like a vegetarian community when they were studying law in London. So after they also spent 21 years in South Africa as a lawyer of Abdullah. Sir, on the request of Gopal Krishna Gokhale, in 1915, Mahatma Gandhi returned to India. And after their returning to India, they saw that Indians are very poor, and the Britishers have done a massacre on all of us. Then in 1917, they started their first Satyagraha campaign in Champaran, which was based on the indigo farmers. And after the consequent year, in 1918, they started Satyagraha in Kheda. So after that, in 1919, they also started, at the same time, they started non-cooperation movement also, in which they said that we should depend on our resources and do not take any resources from the Britishers. They burned the clothes of the Britishers, which were made by the Britishers' factories, and they more depend on the khadi, the dhoti. The dhoti was a symbol of freedom that time. Sir, after in 1999, an incident happened in Jallianwala Bagh in 1919, where the General Dyer has massacred many persons in the Bagh, and many persons were killed. So after this incident, and an incident in 1922 in Chori Chora, where 22 policemen were fired by the people. So this happened, and Mahatma Gandhi called off non-cooperation movement. So after that, in 1938, they started Dandi March from Ahmedabad to Dandi. So salt. That time, salt was a very significant thing because salt was used in households to factories. Salt was the basic of a household. So, sir, Gandhiji has the idea of non-violent satyagraha and Sarvodaya Swaraj. So these all collaboratively uprooted the Britishers authorities and made the salt, which was not allowed by any Indians that time. Sir, Gandhiji believed in non-violence. So non-violence is a key through which we can attain everything. Because if we can protest, if we will protest, like if we protest, they will jail us, they will hang us, like Bhagat Singh and many revolutionary leaders. But Mahatma Gandhi followed a path of non-violence, through which they, even though they were arrested, but there were not so consequences of non-violence. And non-violence was the only path which gave us independence. So Gandhiji was also a very they didn't like the partition of India. After the Khilafat movement in 1919, the Muslim leaders left from Congress and formed Muslim organizations. So due to these organizations, we got a partition of our country, and the Britishers also did a partition of our country, so which we are still now we are saying that partition is not a good thing. So we are always saying that always there is a war thing in the borders of India with Pakistan. So the Gandhiji was against the partition, but it happened due to British policy, because they have a policy of divide and rule. The Britishers divided us and they rule on us on the religious grounds. Gandhiji was always against on this. Due to these things, Gandhiji always protested. Even they gave us the idea of do or die in the in the Quit India movement in the 1942. They said that either we should go do and find the freedom for our country, or we should quit. So that was the movement which gave us freedom really from the Britishers. Even though Gandhiji was a non-violence seeker, in 1918, when the 1914, when the First World War was there, Gandhiji protested against the World War, but we have to participate in the World War I, because the Britishers promised us that we will give you freedom at that time. But Britishers have a rule that they didn't get on their promises. They always broke their promises. They didn't give us freedom that time. But in the Second World War, Gandhiji didn't allow Indian soldiers to participate in World War II. This was a proof that Gandhiji was a non-violence movement. Even through this Satyagraha, Swaraj, and the Sarvodaya. So these three are the main pillars of Gandhian ideas. So Sarvodaya is progress of all beings. Swaraj is self-rule. Like in the 73rd Amendment of our Constitution, the Panchayati Raj was decentralized, and more powers were given to the farmers and the sarpanch. The power was decentralized, and more powers were given at the grassroots levels to the farmers. So it was given so that, because a people living in their own area knows the better for their own areas. So an outsider cannot know what an area needs. So Gandhiji always focused on our self-reliant India. That Panchayati Raj amendment was so that the powers will be distributed in grassroots levels at 3 levels. So today that system is in judiciary, executive, and legislature. And our power is at central level, state level, and municipality level. So these are all the ideas of Mahatma Gandhi, which are all relied on our constitution. Our constitution is mainly insisted on development of individual rather than development of the other areas. So they more focused on development of an individual. They said that the individual development should be based on the individual development. So the development in an area we can see through the development of an individual. So like that, we are seeing that in a small town, if there are many facilities given there, but an individual is not so much matured to use that resources, then this is waste of time and waste of resources also. So Gandhiji more focused on development of individual like us. We have to develop on our own, which also relies on the self-reliant India also, which is the more assured and the most wanted thing in now times. Because we need a self-reliant India for a better importing So, like our country is becoming exporting country, and we don't want our country to be exporting country. So we want, so sorry, sir. So our country is becoming an importing country. We don't want our country to be importing one. We want a country that we should import our goods to the other countries, and we should share our resources with the other countries. So Gandhiji main focus on these things only. We should make a self-reliant India. So in the current scenario of many incidents against the women, so Gandhiji once said, "We attain freedom, but the real freedom we will attain when the woman will be allowed to roam in the night safely." So this is the thing which we are fighting today also. There are many incidents against women which are in our country now also. There are many incidents in our country which are shocking us from the grassroots levels. So the freedom we fought, but the mentality of the society, and what I think what the problem relies on, that we didn't follow the Gandhian principle more precisely. We didn't focus on Gandhian principles. So Gandhi ji always said that we should always respect our ancestors and always root ourselves in ancient Indian culture. So our Indian culture is one of the best culture in the world.
Manish,
Yes, sir.
yeah, it was a wonderful speech. I think you have put in so much of effort. I think
Okay, thank you, sir.
Various aspects of Gandhiji, the complete history before independence and after independence, everything you have analyzed. It's a good thing. So you will evolve as a good orator, I think. So just to precisely put together, have you read Gandhiji's autobiography book in your childhoods or at any point in time? Gandhiji's autobiography book?
Sorry, sir, I don't have it. No, sir, I didn't have it.
It's very interesting to read. I actually put a question in the chat box also, so the audience here, we may give whether you read it or not. So it's only a kind of survey that I want to do. Thank you, Manish Kumar. Thank you for your wonderful speech. God bless.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So this autobiography is really good. Satya Sodhanai. I think in Tamil it is called Satya Sodhanai. Eliason, am I right? Sir, am I right? That is called Satya Sodhanai. So I have read that particular book. It's a very fantastic thing. I was forced to read, in fact, when I was studying in 9th standard or something. So it was a non-detailed book, and the book was given to us, and it was written in Tamil, translated thing. It really inspired a lot, the way that he has written and all. It's a fantastic book. Everyone should, in your life, you should read. You should read either in English or in Tamil. I have read it in Tamil. I have not read the English version of Gandhiji. Okay. Thank you, Manish Kumar and Srimati. Now I invite somebody from the faculty members who would like to come forward. Madam Santi Simon, madam. Hema Kumar, I see. Yeah, he is okay. Please, welcome, sir. Hema Kumar.
Yes, sir. Very good morning to the principal and Professor Selvaraj sir for arranging this meeting. So I want to share very few things. Okay. First thing, as Srimati entered, the quote, that is the most favorite, my quote, be the change you wish to see in this world. Okay. So it was that's a very inspiring thing for me. Second thing that I wish to share with you all is my childhood memories in this aspect. So my grandmother is actually a freedom fighter. So she, at the age of 10 or so, she presented me a gift. Okay. I'm preserving that gift till now, and I wanted to share with you all. There's a doll of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. So it rests in my, after so many houses we have shifted and how many places we have changed, and still it resides in my house as a treasure in remembrance of Gandhiji as well as a remembrance of my grandmother. She's a freedom fighter, and she also got award in Puducherry, best woman like that. So it was a very inspiring for me. So what I do is to do with this doll in my childhood is, for all Gandhi Jayanti events, I used to put flowers, and I used to sing national anthem in front of this particular thing. Even today alone, I didn't do anything. So mostly till last year, I have did this one. I used to light a lamp, keep it in the puja room, and I used to sing national anthem in front of this one. Okay, that's the way I used to follow.
So that's a mark of respect to your grandmother or
Both,
Gandhiji?
both.
Both, okay.
Yes, sir.
So at this
And-
moment, I think most of you may be aware, even in Tamil Nadu, there is a place, I don't know exact place, maybe Nagarajan sir will, in his inclusion speech, will say. So there is a temple also for Gandhiji. Gandhiji, there is a temple also. People go and then pray. So that is also taking place. It's nice that, it reminds me of when you say, you pray Gandhiji's idol.
Yes, sir. Also, I have shared a link in the chat window. That is a page dedicated to my grandmother, actually. And another inspiring thing about Gandhiji, a lot of things are there. I want to share one particular thing. Actually, I saw a movie. After seeing that movie, I was greatly inspired. So it is the Hindi version, Lage Rago Munna Bai. So Munna Bai second version, Munna Bai 2, Munna Bai MBBS second version, second thing, it's Lage Rago Munna Bai, where in that movie,
Sanjay
Sanjay, yes, sir.
Yeah,
You'll be
fantastic.
inspired. Yes. So you'll be inspired by
in this group. You must watch that movie. I have watched that movie twice. I don't know Hindi. I can't understand Hindi. But that will not prevent you from watching the movie fully. You can understand the script, screenplay, and all that. Well written, well acted. Gandhiji's messages really transform. Language is not a barrier at all, I would say, as Hema Kumar said. Yes.
Practical implementation of those laws, those principles you can see in that movie. So that is a really inspired movie. It was I was in a kind of different kind of emotion after seeing that movie for nearly a month or so. It was in my mind. Okay, till now that songs, whatever I wanted, I will just go to YouTube and watch the movies once again. It'll be so inspiring. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. These are things I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Hema Kumar. Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
So your traits, you are coming from freedom fighters trait. It's really good. Peck is proud about it.
Thank you,
Peck is proud about that particular thing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hema Kumar. Shanti Simon madam, can you speak a few words about Gandhiji's thoughts?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Greetings to respected principal and all my respected colleagues on this special occasion, and a very special thanks to Selvaraj sir for organizing something like this. Warm welcome to all my dear children also who are here discussing a very important topic which I think should be part of everybody's life. So it's very easy and a pleasure to talk passionately about Gandhiji and his values. But I don't think it's that easy to follow the values that he has shared with, or he has disseminated around the globe, not just in India. It's a pain to do it, but then it's a pleasure to talk. But then that pleasure in doing also is something which I think we should imbibe as part of our value system. So there are so many things that even I have tried to follow in my life, which I feel have been inspired by people like great people like Mahatma Gandhi. His inclusiveness in thinking is something which I've always considered like paramount. The way he is able to include everybody and trying to, he always said, you can't exclude anything or anybody. So this value of including others, because when you want to be inclusive, you have to be tolerant. So, and if you are tolerant, you become compassionate. So it's like a chain coming one after the other, a system of values. So being inclusive, being compassionate, trying to understand others, all these are things which I thought I should also follow in life. I've tried my best to do that. Another very important aspect which I've always looked up to was simplicity. So simplicity in thoughts, but very powerful but simple thoughts, and simplicity in action. So the way you try to imbibe that simplicity as a value and take it forward in your thoughts and your actions is something I feel the present generation also can think about it, because we are in the midst of a lot of complications. We have a lot of complicated gadgets. We have a lot of complicated things around us. So in the midst of all this complex and complicated things, trying to be simple and elegant with your choices is something which I feel all of us can think about. And putting thoughts into action, like Gandhiji always talked about unity of theory and action. So you can theorize, but then putting those things into action is very difficult. So this kind of a unity of a theory and action is again something which I've been influenced a lot by. And once, I mean, every year we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti by doing things. Like you clean the premises of your campus, you clean the roads. And what does that signify? All those signify the values that Gandhiji stood for. So trying to be the change that we want to see. That is something which I think all of us, all sensitive human beings would have been influenced by that particular quote of Mahatma Gandhi, trying to be the change. Oftentimes it's very difficult for us to be that, but then to whatever extent possible, trying to be the change that you want to see in this world. So whenever we do something, why do we go around cleaning campuses or doing things on October 2nd? I feel it's rededicating ourselves to the values that Gandhiji has taught us, trying to be simple, trying to think about others, trying to be humble in our approach towards things. So humility, simplicity, all these values, dignity of labor, like whatever be the career that we have chosen, whatever be the job that we are doing, we take a broom and start cleaning. It's the dignity of labor that he has always shown. That is, whenever we talk about this blue collared or white collared jobs, any job has got its own, or any labor has got its own dignity. So the dignity of labor, if you clean your room or if you clean your toilets, that doesn't make much of a difference here. So you have to be very careful with what you do. So these kinds of thoughts, it's like a revolution of the mind. No, it's not just a revolution of action, it's a revolution of the mind. So once this revolution happens, I think all these positive values that he has disseminated can always stand with us. And I have, in all my classes, I used to tell students, maybe I'll just take 1 or 2 minutes more, sir. Since I've come to this stage. In all my classes, I used to tell my students the word student is an acronym, because all the letters of the word student can be expanded to things or values which you can think about. And these values, to a large extent, I feel in my case have been inspired by Mahatma Gandhi. For S, I say it's self-discipline. T stands for tolerance. U for uniqueness. D is for the dedication to whatever we are doing. E is for the energy or the enthusiasm that we need to have as students, because we are all students throughout our life. N is for the nobleness of your character, his search for truth and his search for everything true. And T is for the tactfulness in your interpersonal relationships. So you have to be tactful in your communication. That is where non-violence comes in. When you are tactful, when you are assertive, you don't have to be violent or aggressive. So as students, I consider myself a student. So as students, these are values I feel which we can take us forward with all sorts of positivity, and that can be the basic foundation, or the strong foundation on which we can base our life. So this is my belief, and I'm happy to share this with all of you. And thank you, sir, once again for giving me this opportunity to talk and to share. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for a wonderful speech. It should really motivate the students to follow the Gandhian principles. Now I invite one of the students who was registered. Vishwa, you are ready? Vishwa?
Yes, sir. I'm ready, sir. Good morning.
Start, because we have to close the session by 12:30. So just make it very brief and short, okay?
Okay, sir.
Please, please.
Am I audible and visible, sir?
Yes, yes. No, you are not. Yeah, you are visible. Fine. Yeah.
A very warm good afternoon to all faculties and students present here. I'm Vishwa Santosh from EC third year. Okay. I'm Vishwa Santosh from EC third year, and I am going to point out my favorite things about Gandhi, which motivates me throughout my 19 years of my life. First of all, Gandhi ji is been a very good person who has been truthful to his heart and mind. For example, even from his school days, he used to be true to his words and true to his mind. Starting from his young age, where when during his times, during a incident where an examination was taking place in his first year of high school, a surprise staff is going to visit to his school where he is going to examine how the students are performing. So, his staff, Gandhiji's staff, is going to conduct a spelling test to check how the students are performing. But here, the students are being helped by the staff to perform all the questions with ease. But our Gandhiji has not been doing what the staff has been telling to do. He is doing what he wants to do. He is doing what he thinks is right to his heart. He feels that truth is important for life. He feels that he should do what is right for his mind. That's why during the test, he feels that one word he don't know spelling for it, but still he wrote it. Even though the staff finds it's wrong, he didn't correct it because he feels that the truth should be valid, truth should be used. So I feel Gandhiji's truthfulness should be followed by all of them. Nowadays, many of them are finding difficulty in attending a test itself because many of them copying the test like that and all. But Gandhiji doing that, being an inspiration for many. I too follow this a lot in him because truthfulness is very much important for life. Second is character. Gandhiji pointed that a blunder. A knowledge without character is just a blunder. A character is must. Just a person with simply lots and lots of knowledge, but without a simple quality of character, it's not an icon or not a person at all. Because we need a character. We need to be an inspiration to all. Our character should motivate the people in the way that everyone should follow us in the right path and not in a wrong way. Character is much, much important, and knowledge without character is a blunder, as Gandhiji told. And as all have pointed out, we must be the change. That's the third factor has been motivating me a lot. We must be a change to wish to see in the world, because we must step out, we must step on to see his change in this world. During his time, it was we were fighting for independence during his age. So at that time, Gandhiji thought after 1921, after British humiliated him, he found out that we must fight for what we are to do to lead India to independence. So that's what Gandhiji felt. Gandhiji wanted change for the nation. Gandhiji wanted to act up accordingly. And as I told, he don't want ahimsa. So he want ahimsa to follow. He don't want violence to be implemented. That's why he told an eye for an eye only ends up making the world bind. So he's a person with ahimsa who follows ahimsa. He too has quoted that he told that the truth and ahimsa are two lungs for him. Without that, he can't live. He follows the two qualities which is essential for the entire world: truth and ahimsa. Ahimsa is what it leads to independence. It is brilliant strategy, and with ahimsa, everything has happened. These are factors I got motivated by a lot, and also he's starting from a young age. Is so true. Also, it's been pointed by colleagues and friends that he too is afraid of eating the meat because he feels that it's harming a goat, which is also a living thing. So he feels that he cannot eliminate the food, and he too wants to be true to his father because his family wants to. His family lives in a situation where they won't eat any non-vegetarians. Non-vegetarian foods are not meat. So so after eating meat, he feels that it's not the right thing to cheat his father. So he too confessed it to his father that he's made a mistake and he won't do it afterwards. These things make me to motivate me a lot in this coming 19 years of my life. So that's what I have to tell here. These are factors which motivate me a lot, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, staff. Thank you, and friends, for giving me the time to speak. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vishwa. Thank you very much for a wonderful speech. So with this 19 years of age you have acquired, you are very much inspired by Father of our nation. So the credit goes to your parents and the teachers were brought up like that. So as you rightly said, knowledge without character is waste. However, is knowledge, whatever the knowledge that you gain, if the character is spoiled, that's all. Everything you have to lose everything. The character is so important. So that we are seeing in our day-to-day life in various, he may be a good knowledgeable person, but working in Google or something, we have seen just because he is not good at character, he's immediately thrown out from the company. He's being expelled. We are seeing that. So Gandhiji is a man of principles, as Shanti Madam rightly said. It is very difficult for us to completely follow all of his principles. At least let us be motivated and to use one of the two. Now I quickly invite our Dr. Ederson. Just can you share your thoughts? Just a couple of words about this function.
Oh.
Just a few words. Just a few words.
Okay, sir. Good morning to every one of you. So really, I am very happy to join with this particular meeting. Respected principal and respected organizers, Dr. K. Selva and other faculty members, my student friends. So just I want to share only one thoughts over here. So even more than around 65 years after this Indian independence, still we are talking about his principle. But I do not know how many principles are being followed strictly. Like I can share in Tamil also. Mahatma Gandhi is elimi. Actually he is very common person. Actually is known for simplicity only. So whenever I say Mahatma Gandhi, means from where you come from, Gujarat. Whenever I say Gujarat means automatically we will think about I think this is the birthplace of the great person, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Even world level, you talk about Nelson Mandela. He is actually always talking about the simplicity of Mahatma Gandhi only. Okay, so world also is recognizing India by knowing the simplicity of Mahatma Gandhi only, and his known principles. But it is very, very difficult to follow his principle. So you talk about non-violence, vegetarian, and a lot of I think the ahimsa and everything. Very, very difficult principle. I think we people, I think I am almost 50 years old. Even I bought this Mahatma Gandhi. We have, but we could not be able to follow, I think, in the reality because of the environment. That's very, very important. I think the young people are there here.
I think there is an internet problem with him. I think he left, accidentally he left. So now let me invite Swaminathan of 4th year Triple. You are there, Swaminathan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just briefly, because the time is running up.
Yes, sir.
Just 2 minutes. What you got inspired with Gandhiji's thoughts?
Sure, sir. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Myself, Swaminathan, from final year ECE.
Swaminathan, 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. That's a network problem.
Yeah,
so my humble request to all my, students, friends here is at least we have to know the principles of Mahatma Gandhi. So it is impossible to follow complete principle. It's very, very difficult on the reality. It's very difficult, even for become vegetarian. Because past 15 years I am practicing yoga. That's why I am telling that a great service he has made it. It's a great Atma. Mahatma means above the level of human being. Okay, to achieve this, he has sacrificed a lot, I think, on his own personal life also. He lost everything. Okay, so even he attended a lot of international meeting just to be wearing 2 white cloth only. That is the guts he had. Okay, that's why he achieved, I think, a lot of, I think, achieved everything. Now actually we are speaking loudly and then speaking freely because of the liberation India. So it is our responsibility to retain this forever. See, nowadays when you see the media and the newspapers, we are not able to digest. Are we living in Gandhian country or not? So really I am very, very disappointed certainly what is going in and around the world by celebrating Gandhi Jayanti. We are not giving any credit to Gandhi. Please, I think, don't mistake me. Just I want to share only one thing. Each and every person, we are actually we live in the Gandhi country, correct? At least that courage as well as that proud we should have by following at least one principle. So for just I want to share only one thing. Actually, if I think gave three important principles: think positive, speak positive, listen positive, and do positive thing. Okay, and finally, you have to send actually the positive thoughts to everyone, so that
Don't hold it positive.
yeah, correct. We'll
But
make
don't
this
hold
happen.
it positive.
Okay, the positive things should be spread over not only at the in and around place, around the world also. With these few words, I think let me thank I think the organizer Selva, and I think I thank our I think respectable principal for giving this opportunity. I thank all the faculty as well as students, friends. Okay, at least try to follow from this day onwards one of the principle of the Gandhian principle. Then only we will become proudly say that we are from India. With these few words, I think let me complete it. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you, Ananda.
Dr. Ederson. Thank you for the wonderful message that you have given. Now, Swaminathan, now you can resume. Do it fast. No? Just turn on your camera. And
Yes, sir. Yes. Sorry, sir. Poor data rate, so I just managed with my mic.
Okay, introduce yourself. And
Myself, Swaminathan from final year ECE. So now I want to share my thoughts about Gandhiji. So few stories I have heard from my childhood about Gandhiji. One story my friend Vishwa has already told, that copying the teacher asked Gandhi to copy during the test, but he don't want to copy that. And one more story was we are if we see a very small pencil, we used to say Gandhi Tata pencil, like that. So
yes.
that's how, that was an incident in his life, that how simple he is. And if he was given with a new pencil, but he still wants the one that he had, which was even little. Even I need that one. I don't want a new one. I need that small pencil only. And another incident was when he steal money for to buy cigarettes when he saw his uncle smoking cigarettes. But at the end, he felt very bad for stealing money. And the next day, for some other reason, money he stole for to settle the debt of one brother, he stole the gold from the another brother. So that time when he went to his mother and asked, if you steal for a good purpose, and if you tell them, if you are being truth to yourself, it will be very good for you. So truth and non-violence are the two most important things I love from Gandhiji. And from how he started, it all started from South Africa Natal Congress he formed and fought for them. And here he started with non-cooperation movement. That is, British started ruling us because we started to cooperate them. So we have to non-cooperate with them. That's how it started, non-cooperation movement, and civil disobedience movement, and Quit India movement, several movements. And few leaders are like Subhash Chandra Bose and Ambedkar. The followers of them seem to say they oppose Gandhi, but in one or two aspects they might differ, but they have been in good terms with Gandhiji. Even there has to be it seems to be a very big clash at roundtable conference between Gandhiji and Ambedkar regarding the separate electorate for untouchables. But after that, with the help of Pune Pact, they come to a conclusion that they both became conclusion and signed the Pune Pact, Ambedkar, and several other incidents. But I just want to close with these few stories and facts. Thank you all. Thank you, Selvaraj sir, for giving me this opportunity. Sir, I think your mic was off.
Thank you, Swaminathan. The speech was wonderful, crisp, precise. Keep it up. Now let me invite Nivedita from IT, you are there? Nivedita?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Can you? Please.
Good
Just make
morning,
it
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm Nivedita AP from IT second year. I'd like to say a few words about Gandhian thought. As Bharadiyar says, வாழ்க நீ அம்மான் இந்த வையகத்து நாட்டிலெல்லாம் தாழ்வுற்ற வறுமை மிஞ்சி விடுதலை தவறி கெட்டு பாழ்பட்டு நின்ற தாமோர் பாரத தேசம் தன்னை வாழ்விக்க வந்த காந்தி மகாத்மா நீ வாழ்க வாழ்க. Everyone knows Gandhi. Like from our childhood, me personally, for a lot of years, I thought Gandhiji was some close relative of us. I mean, around the world, Gandhiji is such a popular figure. But what I think today that we need to remember is that Gandhiji is not the man of the past. We are saying that he lived there, he did this. But I think what we should remember today is how much relevant he is in today's society. He's not just a man of the past, he's a man of the present, or more specifically, he's a man of the future. Now, why does this contemporary world need Gandhi? Today, we are facing an uncomfortable climate of terrorist violence, this consumerist culture, this materialistic culture, and we are losing our focus of ethics and ethos and values. I think the world today, the youth especially today, we need a role model. We need a person of value. We need a good leader. I think it is time for us to look back in Gandhi. I mean, like previous speaker says, living in a country like Gandhiji was, we need to look back for his ethos. What I find most revolutionary about Gandhiji was, as we know all, Gandhiji was a man of non-violence and ahimsa, but the period in which he emphasized ahimsa, it was during the World War II, when the countries were massacring each other for materialistic violence. How revolutionary and how noble it is of a man to say that self-sacrifice is the only way to fight. So I think that is what we need to remember. Now with this COVID-19 pandemic and everything, countries are becoming more inward-looking. And like Shanti ma'am was saying, inclusiveness, gender equality, importance of action, secularism, all these modern fancy words that we have framed today, everything was once what Gandhi told. His idea of secularism is also what the modern India, we are seeing so much Hinduism activity and so separatist movements in the present day. It is time for us to look back into Gandhi's. Gandhi said secularism was not hating other religion, but accepting all the religions. It was tolerance. Secularism was tolerance, basically. That is what we need to remember. And today we are talking about feminism, gender equality in so much fancy terms. But Gandhiji was a championer. He was a pioneer of gender equality. Today, when the world is facing a masculine crisis, we need to remember about what Gandhiji said. Gandhiji said masculinity was not about physical traits, but it was ethical superiority. Like what Tara Bharati said, வெறுங்கை என்பது மூடத்தனம், உன் விரல்கள் பத்தும் மூலதானம். Gandhiji once said this, quoted Tara Bharati in a convention. So I think that is what we have to remember today. He said, the world starts with your action. The change starts with you. So I think that is what we need to remember today. Gandhiji, with his amicable physique and his simplicity, he shook the world. It is time for us to follow his words. In a gentle way, we can all shake the world. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving us this opportunity, sir.
Thank you, Nivedita. That's a wonderful, flawless speech. I think you are a good orator. You can develop your kind of things. You can participate on all these literary events conducted by Madam, and you have put in so much of efforts, right, in preparing the speech and sharing the thoughts about Gandhiji. Thank you, Nivedita. Now I request Professor Ravi Prakash to say a few words about Gandhiji, to share his. Hey.
Sir, thank you, Professor Kase. Respected principal, my dear colleagues and student friends, very good morning to all of you. And okay, most of the things, probably whatever I say, maybe repeat. If at all I say anything about Gandhiji, it would be a repeat of what people have already talked about. So I thought that I'll just say one important quote which inspires me as a lot by Gandhi is, a customer is the most important visitor on our campus premises. He is not dependent on us. We are dependent on him. He is not an interruption in our work. He is the very purpose of it. He is not an outsider in our business. He is a part of it. We are not doing him a favor by serving him. In fact, he is doing us a favor by giving an opportunity to do so. As far as our college is concerned, okay, our students are our customers, and we have to deal with these customers very diligently. In fact, they are giving us an opportunity many occasions to serve them back. So we reaffirm ourselves on this day of Gandhi Jayanti to do whatever best possible at our end to our students, so that they'll be shaped, they'll be molded, or they'll be, groomed in a better manner to become the most suitable citizens of this country or the part of this world. Okay, as Gandhiji has advocated several principles, and it is our earnest and bounden duty to educate them, and then we ourselves practice such principles so that they try to imbibe those principles from us, and then they practice on their own. So thanks for the opportunity, Dr. Selvaraj. It's a great job that when several people are organizing several such courses, you have thought about this and you are doing this. I'm very grateful to you, sir. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You are blessed with your words, your presence. Thank you very much. As you rightly said, the Pondicherry Engineering College has been following the Gandhian principle on customer satisfaction. So for us, students are the stakeholders. It is proved by transition from PEC to PTU, and so much of placements and all that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your.
Thank you, sir.
One more student was registered is writing in. I think Mushan Ibn Umar. Am I right? I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing properly. Mushab Ibn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Just take a very brief thing and introduce yourself. Yes.
Myself, Mushab Ibn Umar, and I am from final year of E&I. Actually, I clicked the Google form which you have sent because you have given an opportunity to talk in my mother tongue, because that's why I joined this. But later I thought that there is nobody in this group that which can understand my regional language, that is Malayalam. So anyway, I will talk in English itself. Today we are all celebrating 150th birthday of our Mahatma Gandhi. I want to put forward the best thought of is that be the change that you want to see. Everyone is busy with pointing out others' fault, why he is not doing that, why he is not doing that, like that. We need good, clean surroundings, everything. But when we look in ourselves, our surroundings may be polluted. We are not thinking about ourselves. We are always focusing on others. So first of all, that must be changed, because we need to look into ourselves and clean or start cleaning from ourselves, then our family, then others. Like that we must do. Another thing I want to quote, or I want to put forward, is that about the secularism, that everyone must live in harmony, that the communal harmony, Hindu-Muslim unity, like that. Actually, currently, when you look at the newspapers, latest verdict of Babri Masjid, because the justice is denied because the culprits who have trashed the Babri Masjid is now it's free. So in one side we are promoting the justice, everyone is getting equal justice, but in one side it is denied in one way or another, maybe influence of the government or anything. I don't want to look into that. And so above all religion, either maybe he may be Hindu, Muslim, Christian, don't look at those religion, please. We want to love everyone, don't spread hatred. And in a coming generation, I think nobody will be care about the religion, because religion is not a part of our it won't help in any of the matter. I think religion must be there. Everyone have the equal opportunity to believe in whatever religion they would like to. But when come to politics, when come to the system, when come to forming government, religion must not be any part, or should not help. So that I want to do. And another thing is that I want to point out is that the security of women in our country. We may say that woman is mother, sister, everyone like that. But as you see the current newspapers in UP, what happened? So it's really shocking, and we must protect our women. And that's all I want to tell. Thank you for giving me such a beautiful opportunity. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mushafuddin. So like you, everyone has got those concerns. Even after 60 plus years of our independence, there are so many issues, not so many issues. But every year, even after 100 years, Gandhian thoughts and principles will be applicable. So if everyone follows, the country, the nation will shine, right? Will continue to be on top of the world. Thank you. I think it's time for us to conclude. So before I conclude, I invite Santhanalakshmi Madam. She wants to speak a few words. And then I will call Dr. Nagaraj. Santhanalakshmi Madam, you are there?
A very good afternoon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for the opportunity, sir. Respected principal, my dear most professors of the institution, and Professor Selvaraj, sir, it's a very happy day for me. Of all the other year, October 2nd, this year, this day is the very happiest day. And it's all possible because of Professor Selvaraj's effort in arranging this program. Thank you so much for that, sir. I would like to share one simple thing. When Dr. Nagarajan of our department was HOD, he used to arrange lots of programs. Like he will not miss even a single auspicious day in the year. And when Professor has arranged one such program for Gandhi Jayanti, Professor, one of the a very good resource person, Professor Gopal, came to give a speech about Gandhian's principles. So I've asked only one question to Mr. Gopal. I just wanted to share that. See, I just asked one question to the speaker. Here also I'm putting that question to all the students, to all the professors. We all know that Lord Krishna was trying to, take something good to the world, follow something good to the world. But the way he told many lies in his tales, that's how we see Mahabharata. And Jesus also, served the poor, he followed the principles of equality. All that they all followed. We are looking on that as stories, But Gandhiji never lied. You know that what he achieved something, he never lied. That's how we read him in books. And he was compulsorily following equality, and he served. He strived so hard for the liberty, and he is the one who strongly insisted on fraternity, that is neighborhoodness. So he said the very first word he always used to tell is, "My dear Indian brothers and sisters." That's what he will always start with. So all these were strongly insisted by Gandhiji, more than whom we pray as God. So I asked the speaker, why not we pray or we worship Gandhiji? Why not the Gandhiji idol is not in my puja? That's how I asked the speaker. And in a forum also I put that question. And suddenly the speaker said, you have asked the right question and I'll give an answer for it. See, we have not seen those Krishna or Jesus or whatever. It's all written, and we are actually visualizing them as only stories or tales in the television. But Gandhi has lived. So when has lived, and we have seen almost him as a man, as a human being, lived almost amongst us. So maybe his values will not teach us so easily. Maybe after some 100 years, or 150 years, surely everybody will know more about Gandhiji, and Gandhiji will become a god in puja room. And so, like how you do puja, like some namaha for all the gods, and how for years we pray using Bible, we will also pray Gandhiji. That's how he said. So I understood that Gandhiji is such a kind of a person who should be worshipped, who should be given importance more than anybody else in this world, more than, because he is the one who fought really for liberty, equality, and fraternity. And till now, I think we have not achieved it. Hearing the news today in media, it's really painful to hear all that. Still, he is the one who really fought. more than everybody else in the world. So I believe daily, instead of, we have to pray Gandhiji, think about him and follow him. That's the way we have to live our life for the better world and for the betterment of us. Thanks for the opportunity, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. So as you said, after 100 years, the people may worship Gandhiji as also as a god. But my opinion is that if Gandhiji comes back, so he will say, no, don't do that particular thing, because he always wanted to be a good human only. So it's good, if the people follow the human attributes of Gandhiji. That is enough. That will be true. So I think Medvin Mirza, you wanted to say something. Just brief, sir.
Yeah, present. Let him present.
Yeah, Medvin Mirza.
Yes, sir.
You are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. Can you turn on your camera?
Thank you for this opportunity. Yes, sir. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. I just wanted to share one quick view, sir. This is the basic reason why we follow Gandhi and why we chose Gandhi to be the father of our nation, sir. It's simple, sir. There was an incident. I would like to explain this with just an incident. Gandhi was during the time of his fame. Gandhi was approached by a boy. Usually, the village boys would see him, and the boy asked him, "Why are you not wearing clothes properly? Why are you almost half naked?" He asked, and for that, Gandhi replied with a simple answer: "I'm not poor. I'm just poor enough. I don't have enough money." For that, the boy replied that, "Gandhiji, my mom is a tailor. If we don't need money, we could give you clothes," he said. And again, laughing at the boy, he said, "No, boy, actually, no, child. It's not for me. I need more than one kurta," he said. He even said, "We can give you as many as kurtas as we need." But finally, Gandhi replied that, "Can you give me 40 crore kurtas, my dear child?" he asked. That's simple, because he thought every Indian all around the India to be his brothers and sisters. So unless and until each and every Indian gets cloth on him, gets proper clothing on him, he said, I can't have a clothing. So the first thing that I want to say is that we might follow his principles or not, but the first thing we want to do is think of every Indian as our own family, sir. If we think of every Indian as our own family, we will all have the responsibility of doing our principles and our works. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. Happy Gandhi Jayanti.
Exactly. Very good, Edwin. 1 minute. That is why Gandhi and Tolstoy were good friends. Okay.
Thank you, Medvin. So I think it's now time to conclude. Now I request Professor Nagarajan, sir, to, you don't have any timing constraints, sir. We would like to listen to your speech.
The lunch is not ready. Lunch is not yet ready, sir. So you have the liberty to fill our stomach and
heart. You can fill our.
மதிப்பிற்குரிய முதல்வர் அவர்களே, அருமை செல்வராஜ் அவர்களே,
கேமரா ஆன் பண்ண முடியுமா சார்?
எஸ் சார். மதிப்பிற்குரிய முதல்வர் அவர்களே, நண்பர் செல்வராஜ் அவர்களே, அருமை நண்பர்களே, குற்றால அருவியில் குளித்தது போல இருக்கிறது. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்குது. ஊருக்கு போனா உங்க அப்பா அவ்வளவு நல்ல ஒரு தர்மவான், இனிமையா பழகுறவரு, உங்க அம்மா அன்னபூரணி, எல்லாருக்கும் உதவுனாங்கன்னு சொன்னா எனக்கு எவ்வளவு சந்தோஷமா இருக்குமோ, அந்த மாதிரி காந்தி என் நெஞ்சத்திற்கு இனிமையானவர், எனக்கு ரொம்ப நெருக்கமானவர். அவரை பத்தி இங்க எல்லாம் அவ்வளவு அழகா பேசினாங்க. இதுல என்னன்னா, பேசுனதுல ஆத்மார்த்தமா பேசினாங்க, அதான் முக்கியம். அதாவது சும்மா ஒரு சட்டமறுப்பு இயக்கம் பண்ணாரு, ஆகஸ்ட் புரட்சி பண்ணாருலாம் சொல்லாம ஒவ்வொருத்தவங்களும் உணர்ந்த மாதிரி அவங்க எப்படி உணர்ந்தாங்களோ, பிரின்சிபால்ல தொடங்கி இப்ப பேசினாரு ஒரு தம்பி, அது வரைக்கும் ரொம்ப அற்புதமா அவங்க எப்படி காந்தியை பாக்குறாங்க அந்த மாதிரி சொன்னாங்க. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. இந்த நல்ல நாள்ல இவ்வளவு நேரம் ஒரு ஏறக்குறைய ஒரு 2 மணி நேரம் காந்தியை பத்தி கேட்கிற ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சிருக்கு. உண்மையிலேயே செல்வராஜ் அவருக்கும் பிரின்சிபால் அவர்களுக்கும் நான் நன்றி தெரிவிக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா இந்த நாட்டுல ஜாதி தலைவர்கள் இருக்காங்க, மத தலைவர்கள் இருக்காங்க, கட்சி தலைவர்கள் இருக்காங்க, அவங்கவுங்களை பாத்துக்குவாங்க. ஆனா காந்தியை பாத்துக்கிறதுக்கு யாராவது செல்வராஜ் மாதிரி பிரின்சிபால் மாதிரி வந்தாதான் உண்டு. இதெல்லாம் வேற யாரும் அவர் யாரும் கண்டுக்க போறது இல்லை. இல்ல, நான் வெளிப்படையா பேசுறேன், ஒண்ணும் இல்லை. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. ஒவ்வொருத்தவங்களும் அவ்வளவு அழகா பேசினாங்க. காந்தியை நான் இலக்கியத்தின் மூலமாகத்தான் நான் அறிந்தேன். எழுத்தாளர் ஜெயமோகன் எழுதின இன்றைய காந்தி என்ற புத்தகம், பாவண்ணன் எழுதிய அருகில் ஒளிரும் சுடர்ந்த புத்தகம், தேவி பாரதி எழுதிய பிறகு ஒரு இரவுன்ற புத்தகம், சரவணன் கார்த்திகேயன் எழுதிய ஆப்பிளுக்கு முன் அப்படின்ற ஒரு புத்தகம், இது மூலியமா தான் நான் அறிந்தேன். அதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா இன்னைக்கு காலையில புதிய தலைமுறை தொலைக்காட்சியில் சொல்றேன், 220 தடவை தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு காந்தி வந்திருக்காருன்னு சொல்றாங்க. அவர் தென்னாப்பிரிக்கால இருந்து வந்தது 1920 ஒட்டி 17 அது மாதிரிதான். 47 சுதந்திரம் வந்துச்சு, 48 இறந்துட்டாரு. மேக்சிமம் 30 வருஷத்துல 220 தடவை தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு வந்திருக்காரு. அப்பெல்லாம் பிளைட் எல்லாம் கிடையாது, வெறும் ட்ரெயின் தான். மெட்ராஸுக்கு மட்டும் 25 தடவை வந்திருக்காருன்னு சொல்றாங்க. அப்ப எவ்வளவு ஃப்ரீக்வெண்டா எல்லாரும் கூட டச் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காருன்றது பெரிய விஷயமா இருக்கு. ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம், இந்தியாவில எல்லா இடத்துலயும் அவர் டச் பண்ணி இருந்திருக்காரு, எல்லாரும் கூட தொடர்புல இருந்திருக்காரு. நமக்கு ரொம்ப அண்மையில் இருக்கிற கடலூர்ல வண்டிப்பாளையம் அப்படின்ற ஊர்ல அஞ்சலை அம்பான்னு ஒரு அம்மா இருந்திருக்கிறாங்க. அவங்க சுதந்திர போராட்ட வீரர். சின்ன வயசுலயே காந்தி கிட்ட அங்க ஆசிரமத்துக்கே போய் 6 மாசம் தங்கி அவர்கிட்ட ஈடுபாடு கொண்டு வந்திருக்காரு. கல்யாணமே காந்தி தான் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்திருக்காரு. அவர் கணவரும் விடுதலை போராட்டத்துல ஈடுபாடு கொண்டவங்க. அவங்க காந்தி நடத்தின ஒரு போராட்டத்துல கடலூர்ல அந்த அஞ்சலை அம்மாள், அந்த பெண்கள், அதாவது ஒரு அந்த காலத்திலேயே நம்ம இப்ப திருப்பாதிரி புலியூர் ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷன் சொல்றாங்களே, அங்க 300 பெண்கள் மறியல் பண்ணிருக்காங்க அந்த அம்மா தலைமையில. 300 பேர். ஒரு பாப்பா அழகா சொல்லிச்சு, பெரிய விமன் லீடர் அவர் தான் இது வரைக்கும் இந்தியாவில வந்ததுலே விமன் லீடர். அந்த நீங்க யோசிச்சு பாருங்க, 1920 300 லேடிஸ கூட்டின்னு இப்பயாவது அரசியல் கூட்டத்துக்குலாம் நம்ம பணம் கொடுத்து கூப்பிட வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. 300 பேரை வச்சுக்கிட்டு அவங்க நம்ம திருப்பாதிரி புலியூர் நம்ம கடலூர் பஸ் ஸ்டாண்டுக்கு பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற இதை மறியல் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அப்ப அவங்க புள்ளத்தாச்சி பிரெக்னன்டட் லேடி, அவங்கள அரெஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. நம்ம கடலூர் கேப்பர் குவாரியில இருந்திருக்கிறாங்க. அவங்கள அங்கேயே உள்ளேயே டெலிவரி நடந்திருக்கு. பெண் குழந்தை பிறந்துச்சு அவங்களுக்கு, அஞ்சலை அம்மாளுக்கு. இன்னொரு 1 இயர் கழிச்சு உடம்பு சரியில்லாம அவங்க வீட்டுக்காரர் இறந்துட்டு இருக்காரு. அப்ப இவங்க ஜெயில இருக்கிறாங்க, குழந்தை ஜெயிலே இருக்குது. அந்த ஜெயில இருந்த உணவு சரியில்லாம அஞ்சலை அம்மாள் இறந்துட்டாங்க. காந்தி தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு வந்தப்ப அந்த குழந்தைய கூட்டும் போய் சபர்மதி ஆசிரமத்துல அவரு வச்சிருந்து படிக்க வச்சு, அதுக்கப்புறம் அது கல்யாணம் எல்லாம் பண்ணி எல்லாம் பார்த்திருக்காரு. எவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயங்க. உண்மையிலே தேச பிதானா இதுதானே பிதா. இங்க இருக்கிற கடலூர்ல இருக்கிற ஒரு அஞ்சலை அம்மாள் மேல கேரிங்கா இருந்து அங்க குடும்பம் யாரும் இல்லைன்னு தான் வராரு பாருங்க. இது அஞ்சலை அம்மாள் நினைவு நிகழ்ச்சின்னு ஒண்ணு நடத்தினாங்க. அங்க இதுக்கு போனப்பதான் தெரிஞ்சது. அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாரும் கூடயும் கான்டாக்ட். உண்மையிலேயே தேசப்பிதா. அழகா ரொம்ப இந்த தம்பி ரொம்ப அருமையா பேசினா. 40 கோடி பேருக்கும் குர்தா கூடு எனக்கு எடுத்துக்கிறேன். இந்தியாவில எல்லாமே ஏழைங்களா இருக்காங்க, எனக்கு மட்டும் ஏன் உடை? இந்த செல்வராஜ் சார் அழகா ஒரு ஸ்லைடு போட்டிருந்தாரு. அதுல பார்த்தா காந்தி ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்காரு, கோட்டு சூட் எல்லாம் போட்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்காரு. சின்ன வயசுல தலையில ஒரு ரொம்ப ரிச் பாய் மாதிரி எல்லாம் இருக்காரு. அப்ப அவருக்கு உடையில ஆர்வம் இருந்திருக்கு. ஆனாலும் இந்தியாவுக்கு நம்ம தலைவரா இருக்கும், நம்ம ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்றோம், அவங்களுக்கு இல்லாதது நமக்கு எதுக்கு அப்படின்னு அவர் நினைக்கிற அந்த மிகப்பெரிய பண்பு நம்ம உண்மையிலேயே நம்ம பண்ணணும். பிரின்சிபால் ஒரு அழகான ஒரு விஷயம் சொன்னார். இன்னைக்கு என்ன காந்தி எந்த விதத்தில் நமக்கு ரெலவெண்டா இருக்காரு. இன்னும் அவர் சொன்னாரு, அவர் வாழ்க்கையில கடைபிடிச்ச எல்லாரும் கூட சமரசமா போகணும் அப்படின்றது தான் வாழ்க்கையில் கடைபிடிக்கிறதா பிரின்சிபால் சொன்னாரு. நான் வெஜிடேரியன் கடைபிடிக்கிறதா செல்வராஜ் சொன்னாரு. எல்லாரையும் இன்க்ளூசிவா பார்த்து எல்லார்கிட்டையும் அன்பா பழகிறதா சாந்தி சைமன் சொன்னாங்க. இதெல்லாம் எவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம். ஒவ்வொருத்தவங்களும் ஒவ்வொரு விஷயத்த ஃபாலோ பண்றேன்னு சொல்றாங்களே, அந்த அளவு காந்தி தொடாத விஷயமே இல்லை சார். 44,000 பக்கத்துக்கு எழுதியிருக்காரு. ஒரு பாப்பா சொல்லிச்சு, ஹரிஜன் இதழ் எழுதுறாரு அவரு, யங் இந்தியா எழுதுறாரு. 44,000 பக்கம் எதை பத்தியே பேசியிருக்காரு சார். சாப்பாடு எப்படி சாப்பிடணும்னு சொல்றாரு. எப்பயும் நம்ம வாயில நிறைய எடுத்து போடக்கூடாது, கம்மியான குவான்டிட்டி தான் எடுத்து போட்டுக்கணும். போட்டுக்கிட்டு அதை நல்லா மெல்லணும், நடுவுல தண்ணி குடிக்கூடாது, மென்னு அது உள்ள போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் அடுத்த வாய் போட்டுக்கணும்ன்றாரு. அப்புறம் எல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டு முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஈரையும் பல்லையும் நல்லா விரலால வச்சு மசாஜ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்றாரு. அது மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு விஷயமும் எப்படி சாப்பிடணும், எப்படி தூங்கணும், என்விரான்மெண்ட் எப்படி பார்க்கணும், அவர் தொடாத பொருளே இல்லை. அந்த மாதிரி எந்த விதத்தில் காந்தி இன்னைக்கு நமக்கு இதுவா இருப்பாருன்னா நிறைய விஷயத்துல இருப்பாரு எனக்கு தோணுது. 1-2 விஷயத்தோட நான் முடிச்சுக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா மத்தவங்க எனக்கும் பசிக்குது மத்தவங்க மாதிரி. அதனால ரொம்ப இப்போ ஒரு நம்ம பிரின்சிபால் சார் கிட்ட போய் நம்ம எல்லாமே சிஸ்டமேட்டிக்கா இருக்கும். காந்தி ஒரு அற்புதமான சிஸ்டமேட்டிக் பர்சன். இந்த நேரத்துல இதைதான் பண்றாரு. 4 மணிக்கு அவங்க ஆசிரமத்துல இருந்திருக்கிறாங்க சார். 4 காலுக்கு பிரார்த்தனை பண்றாங்க, 7 மணிக்கு பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட், 11:30க்கு லஞ்சு, சாயங்காலம் 6 மணிக்கு சாப்பாடு. அதுக்கப்புறம் சாப்பாடு கிடையாது. 6 மணியோட சாப்பாடு முடிஞ்சிச்சு, 9 மணிக்கு தூங்கணும். இதுக்கு நான் ரொம்ப இந்த சாப்பாடு இந்த மட்டும் தான் சொன்னேன். இதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த ஒவ்வொரு மணி நேரத்துக்கு எல்லாம் என்னென்ன செய்யணும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி எல்லாம் இருக்கு. ஒரு நாள் ஏதோ ஒரு மீட்டிங் போயிட்டு 7:30 மணிக்கு அவர் வந்துடுறாரு. ஆனா 6 மணிக்கு சாப்பாடு முடிஞ்சிருது. அவருக்கு சாப்பாடு கொண்டு தராங்க, வேண்டாம், இந்த ஆசிரமத்துல 6 மணிக்கு மேல யாரும் சாப்பிடக்கூடாது, நான் 7:30 மணிக்கு வந்தேன், இது ஏன் தப்பு, அதனால சாப்பாடு இல்லாம ஒரு நாள் சாப்பிடலன்னா ஒண்ணும் ஆயிடாதுன்னு அவர் பட்டி இருக்காரு சார். இவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம். இந்த நாட்டுல பெரிய பிரச்சனை என்னன்னா, ரூல்ஸ போடுவான், அதை அடுத்தவனுக்கு இவன் ஃபாலோ பண்ண மாட்டான். ஆனா அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம எல்லாருக்கும் என்ன ரூலோ அதே ரூலு எனக்கு சாப்பாடு வேணாம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி நினைக்கிறாரு. காந்தியோடைய அக்கா வந்து சொந்த அக்கா, அவங்க ஹஸ்பண்ட் இறந்துடுறாரு. அப்ப வந்து குழந்தைங்களோட இருக்கிறாங்க, அவங்க நல்லா ரிச் வெல் டு டூவா இருக்காங்க. காந்திக்கு லெட்டர் எழுதுறாங்க, இது மாதிரி மாமா இருப்பானு, ஐயோ அக்கா தனியா இருக்கு, ஒன்றும் கவலைப்படாதக்கா இங்க வந்துரு அப்படின்னு அவங்களும் ஆசிரமத்துக்கு வந்துடுறாங்க. ஆசிரமத்துக்கு வந்தா இங்க வந்து காந்தி சொல்றாரு, ஒவ்வொருத்தவங்களும் பெருக்கணும், ஒவ்வொருத்தவங்களும் கழிவறை சுத்தம் பண்ணணும் ரொட்டேஷன்ல. இன்னைக்கு நீ டாய்லெட் கிளீன் பண்ணணும், நாளைக்கு நீங்க பண்ணணும், அந்த மாதிரி சொல்லு வர்றப்ப காந்தியும் கிளீன் பண்றாரு. எல்லாருக்கும் டைம் டேபிள், கஸ்தூரிபா கிளீன் பண்ணணும், காந்தி கிளீன் பண்ணணும் எல்லாம். அவங்க பெரிய பணக்காரங்க இவங்க அக்கா. அவங்க என்னாலதான் முடியாதுப்பா, மத்தவங்க யூஸ் பண்ண டாய்லெட் நான் ஏன்பா கழுவணும் அப்படின்றப்ப, அக்கா கழுவுறதுன்னா இங்க இரு, இல்லைன்னா நீ வெளியே போயினே இருன்னு சொன்னதோட இல்லாம அவங்க ஆசிரமத்தை விட்டு வெளியே அனுப்பிட்டாரு. சொந்த அக்கா, கணவனை எழுந்துட்டு வந்திருக்கிற அக்கா, சொந்த அக்கா. ஆனாலும் ரூல்ஸ்னா ரூல்ஸ். அந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப அழகா இதை நம்ம ஃபாலோ பண்ணாலே போதும். நம்ம என்ன ரூல்ஸ் நம்ம போடுறோமோ அதை நம்ம பண்ணணும். சிஸ்டமேட்டிக், பங்க்சுவாலிட்டி. இப்ப பொய்யே பேசக்கூடாது, அதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். நம்ம பிரின்சிபால் சார் அழகா சொன்னார். காந்தி திரைப்படம் இங்க ஆனந்தா தியேட்டர்ல தான் வந்துச்சு, நாங்கெல்லாம் பார்த்தோம். அந்த தென்னாப்பிரிக்கால அந்த டிக்கெட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் டிக்கெட்டுக்கு தான் வெளியே துரத்தணும் அந்த காட்சியை சொல்றாரு. அதுக்கப்புறம் அடுத்த சீன் பாலாஜி தியேட்டர் ஆனந்தா தியேட்டர் மாதிரி. ஓகே சார். அதுல அந்த காட்சி ஒரு சட்டத்தை மறுத்து அதை எடுத்து தீயில போட போறாரு. தென்னாப்பிரிக்கால நடக்குது போராட்டம், எல்லாம் இருக்கிறாங்க, ஒரு கும்பல் கூடி இருக்கு, ஒரு 50 பேர் 100 பேர். அங்க வந்து தென்னாப்பிரிக்கர்களுக்கு செகண்டரி ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் தர்றதை எதிர்த்து அந்த ஆர்டர் வந்த அந்த நகலை எடுத்து போய் அந்த தீயில போறதுக்கு அவர் போறாரு. ஓங்கி அவரை வந்து லத்தியால அடிக்கிறான் அந்த போலீஸ். அந்த அடியை வாங்கிக்கிறாரு. அவருக்கு வலி தாங்க முடியல, அப்படியே பல்ல கடிச்சு, அப்படியே 2 பல்லையும் கடிச்சுன்னு பொறுத்துக்கிறாரு. திரும்ப அதை எடுக்கிறாரு, திரும்ப அடிக்கிறான், அடிச்சுக்கினே இருக்கிறான். ஆனா எதிர்பார்க்காம போய் அந்த லெட்டரை அந்த தீயில போடுறாரு. நம்மள யாராவது லைட்டா திட்டினாலே நம்ம கோவம் வருது, பதிலுக்கு திட்டலன்னா நம்ம மனசு சாந்தி அடைய மாட்டேங்குது. அவன் ஒரு திட்டு திட்டினா நம்ம 2 திட்டு திட்டணும்னு பாக்குறோம், அவன் கொஞ்சம் இன்சல்ட் பண்ணா நம்ம பண்ணணும்னு பாக்குறோம். ஆனா அங்க யாருக்கோ அதாவது வேற ஊரு வேற பாஷை, தென்னாப்பிரிக்காரன் இறக்கி எட்டடு கேட்டா நமக்கு என்ன நினைச்சு போன வேலையை மட்டும் முடிச்சுட்டு அவர் வந்திருக்கலாம். அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம அவங்களுக்காக, சக மனிதர்களுக்காக அவர் பாடுபட்டு அந்த அடியையும் வாங்கின்னு எந்த எதிர்ப்புணர்ச்சியை காட்டாம இருக்காருன்னா எவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம். அவர் ஒன்றும் சாப்பாட்டுக்கு இல்லாம இருந்தவர் இல்லை, பேரிஸ்டர் படிச்சவர். அந்த காலத்துல பேரிஸ்டர் இந்தியா ஒரு 100-150 பேர் தான் இருப்பாங்கன்னு சொல்றாங்க. இப்ப நம்ம காலேஜ்ல பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் பிரமாதமா போயின்னு இருக்கு, தேங்க்ஸ் டு பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ஆபீசர் பிரமாதமா பண்றாரு. திடீர்னு ஒரு தம்பிக்கு மைக்ரோசாப்ட்ல வேலை கிடைச்சா எப்படி இருக்கும், அதுக்கு ஈக்குவல் பேரிஸ்டர் பட்டம். அதனால அந்த பேரிஸ்டர் பட்டம் வாங்கினவர். அவர் ஒன்றும் சாப்பாட்டுக்கு இல்லாம இல்லை, இருந்தாலும் அங்க போய் நம்ம வேலையை மட்டும் பார்க்கணும்னு நினைக்காம கோடி கோடியா லட்சக்கணக்கா அவர் சம்பாதிச்சிருக்கலாம், அதெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு அவரு சக மனிதருக்காக பாடுபட்டார். அவர் சொன்னதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணார். அதுதான் பெரிய விஷயம், அதுதான் மிகப்பெரிய இது. இங்க அழகா ஒவ்வொருத்தவங்களும் சொன்ன மாதிரி நானும் வாழ்க்கையில அவருடைய பிரின்சிபல் எதையும் ஃபாலோ பண்ண முடியல. ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம், நம்ம யாராவது கோபமா என்ன திட்டினா கூட பதிலுக்கு அவங்க கிட்ட ராஷ்டா பேசுறது இல்லைன்றத ஒரு சின்ன என் கருத்து சொல்லிடுறது. ஆனா அவங்க மனசு போடாம இருக்கணும்ன்றத என்னுடைய கொள்கையா நான் வச்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறேன். நிறைய விஷயங்கள் நம்ம மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் பிரின்சிபல்ஸ் எல்லாம் காந்தி கிட்ட படிக்கலாம். 58,000 பக்கத்துக்கு எழுதி இருக்கிறார். வாய்ப்பு இருக்கிறப்பெல்லாம் அவர் எழுதுறதெல்லாம் நீங்க எல்லாம் படிங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்த நல்ல நாள்ல இப்படிப்பட்ட ஒரு அருமையான நிகழ்ச்சிய ஏற்பாடு செஞ்ச செல்வராஜை எவ்வளவு பாராட்டினாலும் தப்பு. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. இதை வந்து நீங்க ஒவ்வொரு வருடமும் கூட இது பண்ணலாம். பிரின்சிபால் சாருக்கு ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ். 2 மணி நேரமா நீங்களும் இருக்கிறீங்க, கூடயே இருக்கிறீங்க, வீடியோலயே இருக்கிறீங்க. நெஞ்சார இன்னும் ஒரு எத்ராஜுலு பிரின்சிபால் செஞ்சதெல்லாம் நீங்க ஞாபகப்படுத்தி ஒரு பெரிய மனதோட, அதெல்லாம் யாரும் ஞாபகப்பட்ட கூட இல்லை, அது ஒரு நல்ல விஷயம். அந்த கேம்பஸ் ட்ரைனிங்ல நாங்க எல்லாம் கூட கலந்துகிட்டு இருக்கோம் சார். ரொம்ப இது காலேஜ் எல்லாம் நார்மல் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் காந்திக்கு இன்னும் கூட நீங்க ஏதாவது ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு இந்த சிஸ்டத்துல பிரமாதமா அவர் நினைக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு வாய்ப்பு.
கண்டிப்பா கண்டிப்பா
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமான விஷயம். அவர் வெறும் இது மட்டும் இல்ல, நம்ம அவர் ஒரு அரசியல் தலைவரா நம்ம நினைக்க வேண்டியதில்லை. அவர் நம்ம குடும்பத்துல நம்ம தாத்தா, சொந்த தாத்தா, நம்ம தாத்தா, நம்ம ஒவ்வொருத்துக்காகவும் வாழ்ந்தவர். நம்ம கஷ்டப்பட்டு சுதந்திரம் வந்த உடனே அவரு பிரைம் மினிஸ்டரா இருக்கலாமே, அவரு ஜனாதிபதியா இருக்கலாமே. நெல்சன் மாண்டேலா சுதந்திரம் வாங்கினப்பறம் அவரு தானே வந்தாரு, ஜார்ஜ் வாஷிங்டன் அவரு தானே வந்தாரு. ஆனா இங்க இல்லையே, இவருக்கு விரல் நேரு பக்கம் தானே போகுது, தான் பக்கம் வரலையே. அதனால எந்த தியாகத்தை மத்தவங்களுக்கு வலியுறுத்தினாரோ அந்த தியாகத்தை அவரே செஞ்சாரு. எந்த ரூல்ஸை மத்தவங்களுக்கு வலியுறுத்தாரோ அது பண்ண ஒரு துறவியா அவர் வாழ்ந்தாரு. உண்மையிலேயே காந்தி என்னோட தாத்தா, நம்ம எல்லாருடைய தாத்தா அப்படின்றது நமக்கு ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய பெருமை. வந்து எங்க ஊர்ல போனா சொல்லுவாங்க, அப்பா அம்மா உங்க குடும்பமே அருமையான குடும்பம் தான், ஒரு நல்ல பாரம்பரியத்துல வந்தவர்னு. அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம எல்லாமே ஒரு அற்புதமான பாரம்பரியத்துல வந்தோம். நம்மளுடைய மிகப்பெரிய விலாசம் மோகன்தாஸ் கரம்சந்த் காந்தி என்பதில் நமக்கு மிகப்பெரிய பெருமை. அந்த தாத்தாவை இன்னைக்கு நம்ம மறந்துடக்கூடாது என்று சொல்லி ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ் சார். இந்த நாள்ல அவரை நினைக்கிறதுக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்தீங்க, ஒரு சொல்றதுக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு. ரொம்ப நன்றி சார்.
தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். So I just conclude that Dr. Professor Nagarajan speech. One வந்து in fact in Gandhian lifeல வந்து he expressed காஞ்சி காமகோடியோட மீட் பண்ணிட்டு அவர்கிட்ட எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காரு, that is I may not have natural death அப்படிங்கிறத எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. Once when he met Ganji Kamagodi, I may not have natural death. He anticipated this kind of his death already, well ahead of this incident. That's it. Thank you.
அவர் தீர்க்கதரிசியாவே இருந்திருக்கார் பல விஷயங்கள்ல. தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ நாகராஜன் சார். உங்களுடைய ஸ்பீச் 1 மணி நேரம் 2 மணி நேரம் கூட தொடர்ந்து கேட்கலாம். அண்ட் இந்த குழுவில் யாராவது some students are left with and some faculty members are left with, kindly excuse me. Actually I committed for 11 to 12:30 only. Now the time is nearly 12:50. So thank you all for your patience listening and sharing all your thoughts. Hope it was a very memorable occasion for all of you. I will make this video archive available in my YouTube channel. Thank you. We will meet again. Thank you sir. Thank you madams and thank you students.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
Srimati Nivetita, Edwin, who else was there? Vishwa, all of you spoke really well. Great thoughts shared.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that there is some more in the group who can speak very well. Maybe next time I think they will also contribute.
Madam, you can arrange one such function on October 15th on APJ Abdul Kalam's birthday, no? Birthday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, we used to have, sir, like when it was offline in college, like these people, I know all these students, they are all very good orators, speakers, and thinkers too. So there are so many of them like that. So we used to have in college, but maybe not. Now we'll have to think of different ways of doing things.
Yes, yes, yes. Now it's possible. The technology permits us to do that. We can always do that. Moreover,
Yeah, I forgot to mention Manish also. Manish also spoke well. He is again a civil service aspirant.
Okay.
So, yeah. All of them are like great students too. Like, I mean, I feel that whatever they have spoken, it's from their heart, because we see them doing and performing in college and class also, no? So
yes,
that makes you feel happy.
Yes, madam. Yes. Thank you, madam. So we will meet all of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nagarajan, sir.
Okay, all the best to all of you students, and thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.